Well, y'all, the next day from last night, I got the fish in the backyard. Uh, I've swapped it out from the bucket. I emptied out the bucket and washed them off and put them in a cooler. Look at that guy right there. It's a nice one. But that's what we did at night. Look at that guy. It's a nice one also. Check him out. Looks like a nice one down here. Now the rest of them wasn't really big. We was more around 10 inches for the most part. We got a couple of maybe 12, maybe 13s in here. But the most part is like 10s and 11s. Sorry about that. Got the camera waving everywhere, but you see them. Yeah, we did good though. I wish y'all could have seen us catching them. Give me a moment. I'll be right back and wash my hands, and I'm gonna show you the jig that I used last night. My nephew used minnows, shiners, some people call them. But give me a second. I'll be right back with you. Well, I'm back, y'all. This is what I used last night. Mini tails, all white, tube jig, fairly cheap. Matter of fact, I got them from Walmart for like $1. Since there was $1, as you can see in my tackle box, I got 3 packs. They're on for $1. Save yourself the trip. According to where you fishing, how deep you fishing, what kind of elements as pertaining to wind and rain, things like this, how fast you want your jig to drop is depending on a lot of times. That's what plays the most in picking which jig you're going to use. Being that this is a tube jig and it's colder, as it gets colder, I like to use tube jigs because tube jigs tend to fall slower, and crappie are active when it's cold. But sometimes they kind of want that slow move or barely moving at all. And when it's like that, that's what I prefer to use, a tube jig. It's several different colors, whatever color you prefer. Since we're fishing at night, I use this jig head. As you can see, the hook isn't a typical hook. It has a extra bend in it, you would say, where it's well, when you look at it, it allows the jig, when it's in the water like this, it allows the jig to sit up like this instead of sit slanted. It's horizontal and it sit that way. I'm sorry, vertical. It sit directly vertical, and as you bouncing it along, it stays that way. And it's a 1/24 ounce jig head. A lot of people don't do this. They don't fish with a barber with a weight on it when you're jigging. Normally you don't, but with me, I come up with different methods. And like for instance, this is the kind of cork that I use right there. As you can see right here, that's a piece of lead on it that accommodates the jig head. The jig head is like really light, so therefore when I use this weighted barber, when I bounce it along, it bounce better. The barber itself will bounce at the bottom of it, while only just with that what happens when it takes that action is the jig is only. I apologize about that earlier. My phone had went dead. I had to charge it. But what I was saying about the barber and the jig is that a 1/24 ounce jig is light. With the barber, you get two things. With a weighted barber, it allows me to cast farther, and it don't add no extra weight to the jig. Well, the jig will pull the barber up on the water, and it allows it to bounce more freely or without me moving it a lot, which I have a lot of good results from it. I catch a lot of fish off of it, a lot of fish. But next time you'll get to see it in action, hopefully. It's not something that I typically fish with everywhere. It's something that I fish with in certain locations, according to, like I said, the elements. If the water is real still, real calm, sometimes I use a non-leaded barber, a non-weighted barber. Uh, uh, Sometimes I still use one. It depends on where I'm fishing at, like I said, and how active the fish is. If the fish is really active, uh, uh, leaded barber does very well. If the fish is I got to fight for them, I tend to use one that's not leaded, and I have good results off of it. So maybe you should try it. Maybe you would like it. I appreciate it, y'all. I thank you. I ask that you subscribe and like, please. And we will get us a day on the water where you will see us doing what we do. Huh? All right, now, until then, man, everybody be safe. And I thank you.